Okay, people, let's have a quick discussion on Candid. Now, Candid is an application that you can download to your phone or use on your computer that allows you to, quote-unquote, talk anonymously. Now, the question of whether or not it's anonymous or not is up for debate, given the fact that you are tied to an account, and I'm not really going to get into that right now here. I'm currently looking at the source code for the app, and when and if I find something, I'll come back and make a new video on that. No, what I want to talk about is how this app is being marketed and how it is using the gullibility of the audiences of influencers to push itself forward. Now, the funny part is that they are contacting skeptic channels and having them do the promotions for them. I don't know what they've been doing on the other end of the spectrum, whether they've been contacting feminists or not. I'd assume so, but I haven't really dug deep into that. I just want to talk about how in the skeptic community, where you'd expect people to be a little more sensitive to these kind of issues, it's just being brushed over by their audience. So the three main ones that I've dealt with are Mundane Matt, Amazing Atheist, and most importantly, Shoe on Head. I say most importantly because that's the one I've dealt with the fans directly on, and I've watched the other two videos, and all three videos are rather misleading, but I don't think they're intentionally so. At least I hope they're not. I'm assuming either A, there was caveats that they couldn't mention certain things, or B, the things that weren't mentioned, that harmful opinions brought up in his three videos, were things that were just not known beforehand. And I think it's more the latter than the former, because I'm pretty sure all of these three are going to vet the application to some degree before they even started using it. Now, as I said, I had an issue with Shoe on Head's fans, and Shoe on Head herself directly, slightly. Not very much, but slightly. When Shoe on Head was getting harassed because people said she's a shill and whatnot, I cracked a joke about how it's kind of dumb because she's just saying honestly what she thinks, but I did bring up some genuine concerns I had about the app that I don't think were being addressed. Now, she did mention that some people are having to put their information in, like their Facebook or phone number, before they can access it. Some aren't. So far as I've seen, both on the website and on my phone, I need to put in something to get through the next step, either Facebook or otherwise. I don't have to allow them to have access to my contacts, but I have to put something in to proceed through the login process. And I point out how that's not truly anonymous. And she tweeted back that, Chantards think anonymity is true anonymity versus normies who anonymous means just you can't see their name when they're posting. Now again, as I said, the anonymity is up for debate because it is being tied to a unique user ID, and depending on what I find when I dig through the app, there may be a way to scum that number up, then tie that to a post you've made. We've revealed some information, like Shoe on Head could be very easily spotted out by the fact she made her own group, pointed out she made her own group. So if you could get the user ID for Shoe on Head, look at that as to who made that group that she has, you now know what her identity is. You'll be able to track through and probably search the entire app, entire website for that user number, and pull every post up, and then you now have a one-to-one association as to this person and these words. So to me, that's not anonymous. But what was more concerning was the reaction of one of her superfans. I called her, I said for her to stop fangirling, and she openly admitted she was fangirling when she said I was calling Shu a liar, which I never did. I don't think she was lying. I think she was being honest and just advertising this because she thought it was a cool thing and didn't really think too much into it. My concerns immediately started. I downloaded it right after I saw her video, and the moment it asked for my phone number, I backed out at first, and I went in eventually allowing it to do it because I figured, what the fuck, I'm not going to post anything or accept anything. I'm just going to download it, get into it, see what it's trying to do for me, and then back out. And that's exactly what I did. I killed the account. I disavowed it. I don't know what that's going to do. But yeah, I don't really care because if I start getting weird calls, I know exactly who did it. I should have used my Facebook in hindsight, but then my Facebook on my phone is my real Facebook, not my other one, so I would have had to mess with stuff. But I was kind of in a rush to see it because I just want to see what it was to begin with, so that way I know if I should be using it or not. Then I saw all of Harmful's videos bring up all the facts he has I read the Encyclopedia Dramatica article about it. I haven't looked into too much beyond those because my own initial concerns were enough for me to stop before anything else, before I even saw anything else and had any concept of how they're going to market this or monetize this. I just saw all these other concerns about how they're marketing it and how they're using influencers' audiences as sort of their own personal army to fill the app with content and defend it from people who are skeptical of it. So, quite frankly, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. You don't want to download this app. You don't. You genuinely don't. And if you do download this app, you need to go in knowing that not everything is on the up and up. It's they have this talk of freedom of speech, but yet if you look at harmful opinions, he's already proven that that's not true. You can't say whatever you want. They themselves have confirmed you can't say whatever you want. They're going to censor and shadow ban your posts, so only you see them, but no one else does, just like you can do on YouTube. I mean, it's the same story, different app. And I just feel that it's just too sketchy right now until you can get some more clear answers to really be relying on this app, because you don't know where it's going. You don't know where this app's development is headed. You don't know what's going to come of the information you're giving them. So that's my 2 cents on it. Hopefully that helps some of you make an informed decision. I'll include all the videos from all the influencers, plus all the videos that Harmful Opinions have made on the subject, just because he's the only one I've got right now off the top of my head that has kind of skeptical ones, but I've seen other people already being skeptical about it. And once I know more about the code, if I can figure out anything about it, it's been years since I programmed in Java, but if I'm able to dig up anything weird, unusual in the code, I will tell you about that. I don't think I'm going to be able to actually show you, because I don't really know if that's something I'm allowed to do, because I had to decompile it from the app itself, and that could be a little weirdish, and I don't know if it's legal or not, or copyright or not. It's just kind of this weird gray area. I might make it available somewhere at some point, and if I can't make it available somewhere, I'll get it in the hands of someone that can make it available, just so the information is out there. I don't want to be famous for it or known for it. I just want to make sure that no one's getting screwed over this. So there's my 2 cents for the day. Hope you guys have a great one, and we'll see you on the next issue, which is going to be YouTube Red. I know I'm way behind on this, but there's a very, very good reason, and we'll get to that in the next video in the coming days.